Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Albert. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to sell Tesla Plus, trying to make several $1,000s, and I'm documenting my process on how that's going. Okay, so this is a screenshot that I had from last week's video, and I wanted to just kind of keep this here to, just because I didn't document everything that I've done, so I'm going to use this as a reference. And the one put that expired last week since my last video was this one right here. It's a weekly that I sold, so I sold it a week before December 30th. It definitely, when I sold it, the price was pretty high. It was like $200, and then, it kind of wavered a bunch. And at the time of this screenshot, it was only down $430, so I was up 500. By the December 3rd, when it was expiring, the day before, it was probably close to 800 bucks. I was positive. And then on December 3rd, what happened was I woke up in the morning, stock price was like 1080. It was at like, I was probably up like 800 bucks or something. I was like, great, I'm just gonna wait. I went back to sleep, woke up like 30 minutes later, and then stock just plummeted to like 1020. At that point, I was like, yo, what happens if it goes below? I don't want to get assigned, so I just closed it out right away, and I ended up making only $200 instead of whatever this number is. The total I could have made was 950. So yeah, basically only made $200, which is better than losing money. But yeah, that was one more reason why weeklies is not great. It's super volatile, and I don't have as much, cost basis to work with, so I wasn't making as much money to begin with, and that was a lot of stress that I had just over $1,000. So yeah, for this one, wasted a week of time, only made 200 bucks, but I'll be happy that I got that. It's important to always stay positive. Okay, so last week, just for some context, last week the price was at $1,100, $1150 or something. Last Monday, and you can see I was up, 700, 1,000, 2,000 or so. I was still down here, but what happened was the stock price has been falling. It actually fell below 1,000 today, and you can see now I'm like at negative 2,000, negative 1,700, negative 800. So obviously these things will swing as the stock price falls. What happened today also is the stock price actually fell below 1,000 for a little bit of time, and when that happened, I decided that it was a good time to roll. So what rolling is, essentially it is buying back a put while selling another put at the same time for further out, thus extending the period of time where you can be wrong, essentially, right? And you can roll for the same price further out, or you can also roll, for a higher price or a lower price. So what I had done is I rolled for a lower price farther out. So you can see here, I had a January 21st 1,000 put. I sold it for $8,000, right? Which means I was going to collect $8,000 if it expired above $1,000 in January 21st. By today, you can see it was negative $5,000. Sometime today, it was probably negative $11,000 or something like that. So I was taking a big loss on it. So what I had done is I had bought back this put for $11,000 or maybe $10,000 something, while getting paid almost $12,000 for this put right here. So on net, I generated another $900 in premium while lowering my cost basis, or lowering my strike price from 1,000 to 950. Now I'm a lot safer than when I was at 1,000, and I made money, right? The downside is I now have to wait an extra month in order to collect on this money, right? Which is totally fine with me. I'm okay with waiting longer. I think my new strategy is, hey, just be safe than sorry. So I rolled two puts here. I generated about $1,300 in additional premium, but the benefit is now all my strike prices are well below 1,000. And you can see since selling these puts this morning, I'm already up, $1,000 here, $1,500 here. I mean, it's technically not quote unquote up because I had lost money like earlier in the morning on these other puts. You just can't see it, right? But I definitely think that on the day I gained more money than I lost for these two puts versus the other two puts that I lost money. And you can see a total I can make, $11,000 or $12,000 or $9,000. That's technically true. But when you loop that in, you're technically losing money on these other puts, but you're like the two of them combined, you'll make money, right? So what you're not seeing here is the loss I'm taking on buying that put back. You're only seeing the what I made from, what I could potentially make from selling this new one. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and the three other puts I have the 970, 950, 950. These are down big right now, but I'm not really worried. yeah, I'm not that worried. I'm pretty sure these are all going to finish definitely out of the money. However, if they do end up going below 970 or below 950, for example, then I'll just roll this out to January and it'll be totally fine. I'll probably roll it just for like 940 to January 7th or something, and I'll just break even on that and I'll make money a little bit later. So you just won't make money as fast, but you won't lose money. All right. In other news, what's going on with Tesla? So, uh, you know, I'm a little bit nervous on this whole macro environment where all these stock price, everything's like falling or whatever, and I've been keeping an eye on that. And I don't think Tesla's immune to it, although I do think Tesla has a lot of supporters that will, continuously buy back the stock. So that being said, I'm gonna be less aggressive on selling puts from now on, and I'm gonna be at least until the year is over. Um, so yeah, that's why I haven't been selling a lot of puts. Well, I guess I just been rolling these. So I didn't sell a new put when the $1,000 put one expired last week. Elon Musk is probably about 60% of the way done selling his shares. I think once that's complete, it'll hit the news cycle and the stock will jump back up. And there's a thing going on. It's called the December 9th numbers. The December 9th, like, there's like super conspiracy theory QAnon shit, but like, basically people are thinking that Tesla stock's gonna split on this Friday, and I have a feeling the stock price might run up on that anticipation, but I don't think it's gonna actually happen. Right? I would bet, I would bet a lot of money that it's not gonna happen, because Elon said it he said it on the last earnings call that he wasn't gonna split the stock. But if you look it up, there's like the December 9th, like, conspiracy. It's like literally QAnon where they're counting the number of letters in his tweets and whatever. It's pretty bullshit. But there's a theory that they're gonna split stock, and if that happens, the stock's gonna run up. So I consider selling a weekly put just based on that news, but I ended up not doing it. I'm glad that I didn't because the stock price definitely dipped today. Yeah. So with everything going on, I think quarter four, based on what I've been reading about like China and everything, the numbers are gonna look really good. So I'm not super worried. Like January, I think the stock price will come back once like quarter four numbers get released. So yeah, just for the time being, I'm not gonna sell any puts that expire in December. I think everything I rolled out feels good, and all these three I think are gonna be fine. So yeah, hope this helps. Hope this makes sense. Hope this roll made sense. And yeah, talk to you on the next call, next meeting, next YouTube video. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.